Hi y'all, thanks for joining me here at Finance Working Mama. My name is Heather and thanks so much for joining me today. Just wanted to go over really what we did here on the holidays, Christmas, as we celebrate this season. It is the day after Christmas. I'd love to share with you my 5 quick, easy tricks and tips that I do to make this holiday season a little bit stress-free. So here in the Cross House, we do celebrate the season of Christmas. And what I mean by that is the Christian season of Christmas. We honor the Advent calendar and all the activity goes around that, as well as attend Christmas Eve service, which is my absolute favorite time of the year, is just going there in the beautiful service. Our church offers 3. We go to the second service, which is called the Love Fest service, and it's just beautiful music, candlelight, and I took a really quick clip of this. We actually sat in the balcony this year because the church was just packed, and it was just beautiful, and I wanted to share that with you guys. In that clip, that small clip, you could hear us singing Joy to the World, which is everyone in the church singing. But before that, there was the bells, the violins, as well as the organ, and the beautiful music, voices coming from the choir. It just was, oh, guys, you just have no idea. Just a great way to celebrate the coming birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, and to just really, for the moment, put us in perspective of really what this season means for us and our family and our religion, and to help us embrace of what Christmas Day means and how to move forward into our next year. So, and to allow me to enjoy all those things, all the aspects of Christmas, and not feel overwhelmed, but still meet the commitments of what that season brings, I would like to share with you my 5 tips and tricks that I have really incorporated over the last number of years. First, that is start early. Everyone says that, but how many people follow through with that? If you start early, and that's like January 1, and start focusing on what things people would like, and buy them throughout the year, it makes it so much easier when December 1st hits. That leads me to my second tip, which helps you with the first one, and that is to really listen to what your family members, your close friends are wanting. If they mention something, oh, I'd really like to have that, or that really looks very pretty, during conversations, during family gatherings, or when you're out there shopping, it allows you to first know is something that they want and they really would like, or something that they need. Write it down. It's the first thing I do. I make notes on my phone. I write it down of the person and of who the person is and what their likes are and wants. And so that way I have it list. So when I'm out and about shopping, or if I'm online, if I catch a sale and it's the items of the things that they need or want, I can just go ahead and buy them and put them away. Third thing is catch the sales. Look for sales throughout the year. I know there's certain stores that really have name brands or designers. My oldest daughter is into designers. I know what designers she likes or brands that she likes, and they will go on sale, not just during Christmas season, but they'll go through sale throughout the year, especially if we're going into February 14th, Valentine's Day. That's a big month for sales. Another one is around Mother's Day, Father's Day, great sales, Memorial Day, Labor Day. They have all these sales on certain holidays, especially if it's going to be a federal holiday and they know people are going to be out of work or off of work, which means people might buy more. So look for sales throughout the year to ensure that you're getting what people want and would like at the best price possible. Fourth tip is find a central location. Find a central location that your family isn't going to start looking through, where you can put all of the gifts in. And I say that because for whatever reason, when I buy things in the past, I would like stash it somewhere and I would forget. And it would be like 2 years later and I think, oh my goodness, this was for my husband 2 years ago. So fourth tip, most important tip, is to find a central location in your home or somewhere that you know that your family isn't going to mess with or find or figure out, and put it there. Fifth, and this is really important, fifth is it would be really helpful is when you bring it into your house and before you put it in that location, centralized location where you know where all the gifts are, wrap those gifts. I tried this year, but I didn't give my husband the memo. I tried to buy wrapping paper at the end of the Christmas season for each person in my house. And so that way I would know that my daughter Amelia's presents were all wrapped in this paper. All my husband's presents are wrapped in this paper. However, I didn't give him the memo. So then he just used all the wrapping paper, random wrapping paper that he thought was random, and wrapped a bunch of gifts. So it threw me off. It threw me off more during the Christmas Eve when I was trying to make sure I had all the gifts for all the people out there, and I realized, oh, he used the paper for not the appropriate person. So if you're going to do that, either take that paper completely away where no one can get a hold of it, or just let other people in the house know what the plan is. But I took the paper, picked a paper for each one, and as I was bringing gifts into the home throughout the year, I would just go ahead and wrap the gift, label it, and then write it down of what present I bought for who and what it was. And so that way I would keep a mental note as well as documented note of how many gifts I have and what contained in those gifts and who those gifts were. So that way as I'm purchasing in the dollar amount, because I do like to be fair and to ensure that I'm spending the same dollar amount on each of my children. So I always put what it is, what child, and the dollar amount. That way it helps keep up with what I'm spending and on who and the items I'm purchasing. That way I don't forget. Friends, if you follow that, I promise you, your Christmas will be so much better. And that even means stockings. When you purchase things for stockings, I think about my husband. I purchase them throughout the year. I'll be out shopping with Target and I'll see little things, or I'll be at Lowe's and I see little things like, oh, he'll love that. Gift cards from my points that I accumulate over the year. I'll order the gift cards and I just put them in a bag in that central location where all the other presents go, and the shopping's done. So Christmas Eve is so much easier. Usually I have learned that if I do that process, I actually spend less on Christmas because one, I'm buying it through the year. Two, I'm catching things on sale, being a lot more proactive, and I'm spending a whole lot less. And so that saves money for everybody in the family. We do put money away for Christmas, but a lot of times if I buy over the course of a year, I'm using just my spending money and I'm not touching the Christmas money. So that money will just get transferred into a vacation account for us to utilize later in the year. So friends, when Christmas Eve comes, we go to service, obviously. I have some snuggle time with my littlest one. She loves to snuggle, and we do that in the bed for a little bit. Then we put her to bed, and then we go downstairs to ensure that all of our gifts are in the proper place before we head to bed for the evening. And I have to say, this year, I decorated what we call our main living room. We call it our sitting room because it's our formal living room. And I just took it in. It was just beautiful. We, organized the presents. We watched the good old Christmas Story. Who doesn't love that? And then we went up to bed. We told the kids, do not get up Christmas Day until 7 o'clock, so that way we can get some sleep. So we can start our Christmas Day, and it was fantastic. Now, on Christmas dinner, which is obviously very special, I just really choose things that I know we're going to really enjoy, and I splurge on a prime rib. However, prime rib will go on sale. They would typically go on sale around Easter time. It'll go on sale sometime in the fall, and then again, it will go on sale closer to Christmas. And this year, I found a fantastic sale at Aldi. They have it once a year, usually in December. You have to watch the sales papers, and you got to get there early because they get gone quick. They had prime rib for $7 a pound. I got a huge bone-in prime rib, which I prefer. It was close to 8 pounds, a pound and a half probably with the bones in it. So you got 6 pounds of great meat, which will feed our family for several days, and we will thoroughly enjoy it. That is our Christmas dinner, and then I change up the sides from year to year. I'm going to show you how I made my prime rib. Some people find this big piece of roast very intimidating. It is the easiest thing that you can ever make, and what I'm going to tell you how to make it, your family will die for it and want it. My family loves it. My friends love it when I make it, and it's so simple. It's all about seasoning the outside and slow roasting it. Then I'm going to share with you a new recipe that I did with baked potatoes, because a baked potato is very popular with my family, but I decided to stuff them with the best and most delicious stuffing. I will share with you as well that recipe. This is my rub that I put on top of my prime rib. You want to start with a half a cup of olive oil, a half a cup of salt. Yes, a half a cup. 1/4 of a cup of freshly ground pepper, 4 sprigs of fresh rosemary, 3 sprigs of fresh thyme. Mince it well, throw it into the bowl with the rest of the ingredients, and then press in 5 garlic cloves. I mean it, 5 garlic cloves. Mix really, really well. Take your prime rib roast. It should be at room temperature. Then make sure you spread every bit of that rub on every inch of that rib roast. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. To cook it to medium rare, it will take about an hour and a half. Start checking it at an hour to make sure it doesn't overcook. Every oven is different. Let it sit for 20 minutes before serving this delicious roast to your family. Let's make baked potatoes. All right, 6 ounces of feta cheese, 2 ounces of cream cheese, 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, and 2 tablespoons of lemon. Put all of this together. Put the feta cheese, the oil, as well as the 2 ounces of cream cheese, room temperature, as well as 2 tablespoons. Mix it really, really well. You call this recipe a stuffed feta baked potato. I found it on Ida Gardner as she did her top 5 potato recipes. This was one of them, and I thought this is perfect for Christmas dinner because we love all the ingredients, and how easy is it? Now, keep in mind, I did bake these potatoes before, rubbed them in olive oil, covered them with salt, wrapped them in foil, cooked them at 400 degrees for 1 hour, and then just let them sit out and get to room temperature. And that way it'd be perfectly temp for when I open them and squeeze them to get some of the potato the potatoes sort of crushed inside before adding this feta mixture. I did only do 3 potatoes as my oldest daughter isn't a fan of a lot of different flavors, so I just left hers open to stuff whatever she'd like in them. Stuffed 3 of these potatoes. As the roast was resting for 20 minutes, I put these potatoes back into the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes to get everything melted and meshed together. And this is our Christmas dinner, friends. That rib roast turned out perfectly with that nice, dark, crust that made every bite of that roast so delicious. Gotta try it. Wonderful baked potatoes, some sauteed mushrooms, and then I did a wedge salad bar for everyone to make their perfect wedge salad. That was our Christmas dinner, friends. As you can see, friends, I kept Christmas dinner easy. Slow roasted that prime rib, baked those potatoes, did the nice little salad, wedge salad for the family, and that was our Christmas dinner. And we had it with a delicious bottle of wine that a very good friend of ours gave us, and that was dinner. It was fantastic. Everyone was happy. It was easy for me as the cook, so I can enjoy my day on Christmas Day. And there's plenty of leftovers for the next dinner, which is tonight. It's the day after Christmas, and I'm looking forward to the fact that I just have to heat it up and enjoy it all over again. So friends, that's the wrap of our Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I did want to go back to my first video of the year, I believe in January. I'll link at that just in the description below, of some things I'd like to focus on in 2025. And I'm happy to say that I accomplished just about everything that I wanted. I didn't get all the drawers cleaned out throughout my house. However, I got a good amount of them cleaned out and organized and things thrown away. That will be another goal in 2026, is to continue to clean out all the drawers in my house that is necessary. The second one that I did and I wanted to focus on was redoing our master bedroom, closet, bathroom, and room. We got the closet and the bathroom completed. However, we did not get the room done. I had an emergency surgery in the middle of July, and that really took me a long while to recover, more than I thought it would be. And it just wasn't a great time to tear apart our room. So that will be on the agenda in early 2026 as well. I also decided to do the envelopes. These envelopes are 1 to 52. And what I do is every week I add the dollars that correspond with the envelope. So the first week of January, I put $1, second week, $2, the end of the year, $52. And what am I going to do with that? I did that every week, and I did it out of my spending money. I'm so glad I did it. It was very disciplined for me to go through the process of doing that. Most people are like, why don't you put it in your checking account or put it in a savings account? Well, I thought it was important for me to touch my money, to get out the cash that I needed for the week, and then put the money cash in the envelope. It disciplined me. It helped me think about what I was spending my money, my actual cash on. And it allowed me like $1,300 at the end of the year. What did I buy with the $1,300? Well, friends, I found a wonderful tree haul that I have been looking for years to go into our hallway. And it popped up on Facebook Marketplace, this beautiful antique piece of furniture, and it was such a great price and perfect condition. So that is what I spent a portion of the money on, and then I spent a little bit more of that money on an antique desk that I found on Facebook Marketplace, that a couple down the street from us who refinishes furniture. They do a beautiful job. And I was able to get my oldest daughter, Ava, a beautiful desk that she had been wanting. And then I have some cash left over. And so we're heading to Biltmore Estates. If you don't know about the Biltmore Estate, it was owned by the Biltmore family, still owned it through the family. The Cecils are running it, and it's a gorgeous place. Absolutely gorgeous place. We're going to take the girls to see the actual house and the decorations and enjoy the activities that are on the property. And I will use the rest of my envelope money for us to have dinner there and maybe do an activity or two. So with that discipline of me using my envelopes, friends, it really made me feel good that I was able to allot my spending dollars that I have allocated for myself. I allocated a little bit every week into those envelopes. That allowed me to, one, purchase a piece of furniture I really wanted. 2, do an extra special treat for my daughter to give her something that I know that she really would like. And then treat my family to some beautiful activities to finish our Christmas season for 2025. Friends, it has been a wonderful year joining you guys. If you have not already, would love for you to subscribe and to join this community. Going into 2026, I have lots of wonderful, affordable budget meal plans because that seems to be the want from you guys, and I am happy to deliver. I wish you guys an absolutely fantastic Christmas season, a wonderful, successful start to New Year, and thank you for being a part of my community. I want to encourage everyone to stay safe and most importantly, stay encouraged.